Hi, I am welcoming us to our 15 weeks data analysis bootcamp. In this session, I am going to be giving us the overview of this program. My name is Opeyemi Olasokami. I am a healthcare analyst with proficiency in machine learning and natural language processing. Let us get at it. We are going to be looking at your benefits if you participate in this program, the duration of the course structure, and what your commitments are going to be. Let us start with benefits. You will understand the basic foundational concepts of the data ecosystem, particularly as regards to this digital age. We are going to equip you with fundamental tools for analyzing and visualizing data. You are going to be exposed to multiple guided projects that will empower you to provide solutions to real world problems. The goal is this: we do not teach people how to use Excel or teach them how to use SQL or Power BI. Rather, we teach people how to use these tools to solve real world and business problems, which they can use to empower their organizations and also empower themselves, particularly if they are business owners. So, we are not just teaching you these basic topics, rather, we are going to expose you to multiple projects, and this will increase your critical thinking ability, your problem solving ability, and the capacity to look at a problem and be able to solve it with data analytics concepts. We are going to expose you to a community of like-minded people. So we are not just teaching you and say, okay, take your certificate and find your way. We are going to expose you to community that will be a lifelong community where you are going to meet other students and even some mentors who are going to help you as you continue your career in the data ecosystem. We are going to do interview preparation and job readiness workshops after the program so that by the time you have all of these skill sets at your disposal, you will be able to search for job effectively, and we are going to empower you on how to do that effectively. We will make you an expert who will solve domain problems using the concept of data analytics. Let us look at the duration of this course. This course is going to contain four different courses. The first course is Understanding Data and its Ecosystem, where we are going to be introducing you to some basic statistics. We are going to be introducing you to some of the terms that you need to know as an expert in the data ecosystem. We are going to do the second course, which is handling and analyzing data with spreadsheets. During this course, we will expose you to Microsoft Excel primarily, and you will also have access to Google Sheet, which is also a very popular spreadsheet. And this will take 4 weeks, and we are going to be doing projects in this particular course too. The third course is Data Visualization with Power BI. Data visualization is one of the core components of data analytic processes, and there are several tools that you can use to do this. But in this course, we are going to be focusing on Microsoft Power BI because it is becoming one of the most popular tools and it is very useful. And then the last 4 weeks, we are going to be looking at structured query language. We will be focusing on MySQL, and this will take 4 weeks, and you are also going to be doing a project with this. Let us look at how our program is structured. We have our course materials, which are in form of recorded videos. And believe me, these videos contain a very well explained concept in each of our courses, so that if you can sit down with them and digest this information, you are going to empower yourself with a whole lot of information. Then we have live webinar sessions, which we are going to be doing some projects together. And if you have questions as a student, you will be able to ask those questions, and your tutors will be able to answer them for you. Our live webinar sessions are also recorded, so that if a student is unable to attend any of the live webinar sessions, they will also have access to the recordings on their portal. We have weekly assessment and projects. So for each week, we have divided the course content into weekly schedules, so that by the end of every week, you do a small assessment and you do your project for that week. And the essence of this is that we do not want the project and the assessment to accumulate over time. So if you are able to do it every week, then you are already done well for yourselves. So that by the end of each course, you can put all of these projects together and you can use them as your portfolio projects as you are looking for a job in the future. This is to tell us that our program is a project-based program. Like I said before, we are not just teaching you how to use Excel, we are not teaching you how to use Power BI, but we are teaching you how to use all of these tools to solve real-world problems using data analytics concepts. And for you to be able to do this, we will have to train you, and that is where our project comes in. Your commitment. This bootcamp is 150,000 naira if you do not have access to our scholarship. However, if you have access to our scholarship, you are only going to be paying 30,000 naira. However, how do you pay this? You will pay a registration fee of 10,000 naira to commence the course. And if you are able to complete the course, you will pay 20,000 naira to have access to your certificate. So which means that if you can pass our scholarship assessment and get our scholarship, your initial commitment is just 10,000 naira. And if you are able to complete our course, do all your projects, then you can get your certificate with 20,000 naira, making everything you are paying to be 30,000 naira. But it does not end there. If you are able to complete this bootcamp and pay your 30,000 naira, then you will be having access to our Python for data analytics and data science bootcamp that is coming up early in 2025. So the basics is that this 30,000 naira you are paying is not just for this bootcamp, it's for this bootcamp and also for another bootcamp on Python for data analytics and data science that is coming up next year. In summary, our platform provides you with mentorship, guidance, and a community of like-minded people. There are several courses outside there, but what makes our platform different is that we are going to mentor you when you get stuck with your project. We are going to provide help and solution. We are going to do live sessions where you can ask questions. We are going to put you on a community where you can have discussions with other students and with your tutors. And after your bootcamp will give you lifelong access to our community, where you will be able to pursue your career with some of the workshops and seminars that we are going to be organizing for you. And before I go, this bootcamp is 15 weeks, but anybody who is able to complete this bootcamp will have access to our course material for up to 6 months after the completion of the course. Thank you very much. We are going to be meeting in the future.